All right, there we go. I got it pulled up. No intro survey. I haven't had anybody record it. We could pick anybody to record it.
Peace, peace. We
Bitching
live
out.
out here.
Fuck it, we can have our own intro survey.
We live out here, man. Let's
Let's
tweet
see.
this out.
Word.
How we doing, fellas?
Feeling great, my guys. Getting ready for tomorrow's event with Elijah. We had engine room, listening press mixer. It's gonna be a vibe. Yeah, man. Great music. Shout out to Trey Generaciones, Tequila. It's gonna be fire. It's gonna be real, real good. That's why we here tonight, giving y'all the previews for AEW Full Gear. We will not be here tomorrow, but tonight we happen to be a nice addition for y'all tuned in after Dynamite. Very rare sighting of the Ringside Club live after Dynamite.
Yeah, Wednesday ringside.
Yeah, you know what I'm
And I
saying?
think
Yes, sir.
We're running live up against Bully Ray. This is what is this? Ringside Club After Dark.
Yeah, my man's don't want it, man. He don't want that table match with the kids. You don't want that.
the youth them.
They ute them.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
think
man.
TV titles on the line too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we got to figure out the tiebreaker because Ryan and I, we climbing the ladder right now for that TV title.
Ron was ready to coast throughout, you know what I'm saying? So I called him out for the TV title. He was like, yo, ain't nobody gonna call me out for this shit. Nah, nigga. I remember. The TV title was getting defended.
No,
Yeah, nah, yeah. I see you made sure that
You
the,
know what I mean?
the last pod. So I was like, you know what? Let me go up here and defend this shit.
We here now. You know what I mean?
all right, man. So if we ain't doing an intro,
Word to
I
mommy.
see no reason why we just don't go ahead and start the show. So let's start the show.
Peace to the gods, the ringside club pod. My name is A.O. Say you heard around the dawn. Blame Boogie while you at it, blame Chad Law. K-Fabe is dead, break the fourth wall. Whatever style, whether it's lucha or strong style. Come through the venue, fly, burn the bar down. Back to the pad, chop it up for the par. Ringside club, intro to the squad as the show starts.
Peace to y'all. Peace to y'all. Where's God? We here, man. It's the RSC, the Ringside Club Special Wednesday edition Full Gear Prediction Show. It's the guys, man. What up?
Yeah, back in the building again.
Groovy, man. Feeling
Yeah,
groovy. Tomorrow night, big night ahead. Tonight, I'm going to show y'all the blueprint on retaining your predictions heavyweight championship. Going down for me on my end, the prediction show. That time of the month.
Yo, have you? Yeah, that was crazy. We'll see. I think, if you could retain, I think this might be your first time retaining, bro.
I am the
I'm pretty
Mercedes
sure.
Moné of RSC with title reign. I'm the real Flair over here. Let's be real. I'm the real Flair. I'm gonna get to 16.
Yo, the
Way quicker.
16, the 72-time predictions champ of the world, man. It's the nature boy, Chad Law.
Yo, I swear, this has got to be rigged because every time I get this belt back, I swear, I'm always the one next up to get the immediate defense. Anytime AO gets it, he gets the Roman Reigns level pay-per-view breaks. No, just so happens to be no pay-per-views for at least 2 months. Like, shit is crazy, man. Shit is wild, man.
Nah, but when I do defend it, it's usually like a double pay-per-view. So there's no way. Like, my chances go down. I defend on like SummerSlam and AEW all in, all out weekend or some shit.
You always get the real challenge, which is insane.
It's all good. We'll see what's going on this week. But yo, so the show is started, as y'all can see, and if you're not watching, as you can hear, first and foremost, the ringsideclub.com is where you need to go to check all of the good shit out. All the past episodes are there. Matter of fact, I just did a show, what was that, Monday, this past week. That was well received. That was pretty cool. That was episode number 2, technically.
Very entertaining. Very entertaining show.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun. I was trying some things out. Got a nice little vibe. We're gonna see what I build at, but that's called Thanks for the House. So, First episode was me just showing a little love to Sean Waltman. Second episode was me just talking about what I thought was dope last week. So check that out. That's everywhere all the podcasts are available. But right here is the flagship. This is where it's at. This is where the bread is buttered. This is where the guys are. It's the Ringside Club, usually live every Thursday. Today, Wednesday, we're live, but if you catch us on demand, you can do so. All the video, YouTube, all the audio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all other podcast platforms. All the merch is at thringsideclub.com or partofmyfresh.com. Pick up a shirt, pick up a hat, do things like that. The weather is getting a little chilly, so you might want to grab you a little hoodie or a hat, you know what I mean? And with that being said, there's some news. There's some cool shit going on from this camp that I want to share really quick. Before we get into these predictions, so November 28th, which is the day after or the weekend after Thanksgiving and Survivor Series, got a little project coming out. I want to pull that cover up real quick that the genius Blaine Boogie put together. So I'm gonna pull this up as soon as I get these slides right. And I'm sharing this, and I'm sharing the date because I have the masters will be dropped off into my inbox mañana. The mixes are sounding really, really solid. The masters is about to come out. So let's present this really quick. Look at this. No Flows Barred.
Oh, there you go.
Let's get this overlay out. There we go. No Flows Barred, man. It's a project.
Word. Yeah, I can't even control it today.
I got you, bro. No worries. So check this out. This is art, man. I came up with this art, baby. It's art. It's for the art. Came up with this idea to do a little quick 3-track project inspired by the Survivor Series. This is inspired specifically by the 93 Survivor Series. I was watching that shit last night. It's a wild show, bro. Like an absolutely wild show. But Boog put this together. Shouts to my man Heartbreak Julio. He's on track 1. Shouts to my man Graham from Public Enemy. He's on track 2. And shouts to my man Rich Latta on track 3. Track list is coming out as soon as I get the masters and we distribute it. We'll get some pre-orders going up. But this is for the art. This is for fun. This is presented by the Ringside Club and presented by partofmyfresh.com. Shouts to Santa's How Mastering for the mix and master. They taking care of that right now. I cleared samples on here, B. Like I did this legally. I cleared samples on this, you know what I mean? So
Word.
you know what I mean? So 11/28, that's the Tuesday following Survivor Series. No Flows Barred will be in your motherfucking DSPs, man. Just having some fun with the art, you know what I mean?
I feel like we back in the days when jumping on a Tuesday.
That's wrestling related shit.
Yo, a little hip hop and pro wrestling, and I wanted to drop on the Tuesday, even though we got the holidays coming up. I feel like that Tuesday is always a nice look. You know what I mean? I don't care about.
Survivor Series.
Yeah. It's
Fully
fun.
Loaded is a crazy name for the title. Like if it's Fully Loaded, like I'd have been like, damn, son.
Nah, Fully Loaded is nuts.
Fully Loaded is crazy.
Fully Loaded is really nuts.
Fully Loaded is crazy.
But this might turn out to be a little series. Might be a No Flows Bar 2 coming soon.
Inspired,
you know what I mean?
man. I'm inspired by this, yo. We might have to just drop like little various like Ringside Club mixtapes throughout the course.
You see the vision. You see the vision. You see the vision.
But
yeah, man. There'll be more information coming soon as I put that out. That'll be all over socials and shit like that. But we ain't here for all that tonight. What we're here to do is predict this pay-per-view that we have coming up this weekend on Saturday. AEW, man.
Yep.
Full gear. How we feeling about the pay-per-view? We was talking off air, man, and in my opinion, whether I like or dislike this, that, or the third, to be objective, I think this has been the best build that they've had for a pay-per-view this year, 2023. What say y'all?
I won't dispute it. Matches have made sense. I said it was going to be one of the hardest shows to predict. I think Revolution had a really good build. I think Double or Nothing had one as well. I mean, they dragged that Pillar storyline out for damn near 2.5 months. Like, that shit felt never ending. It's like we never get to Double or Nothing. But the pay-per-view builds for AEW, they do be pretty solid. Like I said, I am not here for any of the storylines anymore. I tune out creatively. I'm just here for the wrestling. And like wrestling-wise, I expect some very, very good wrestling. Do I expect a 5-star match from anything on this card? Probably not. I think the closest we'll get is MJF, Jay White, and even that'll be like a 4-star match, 4.5. because of the outside shenanigans that'll probably happen. But that's how I feel about it.
So
That's a good
let's say
question.
like
That's a
scale
good
of 1 to
question.
10. Like how much, like how would y'all grade the build scale of 1 to 10, and how much are you looking forward to the pay-per-view 1 to 10?
For me, I'm gonna go. I'll say 8 out of 10 because I think it's led by this MGF storyline. I think that's that and the I'm looking forward to that Orange Cassidy and Moxley match. I think that might be close to 5 stars match. I think that's gonna be a crazy match. I think as far as the builds for the pay-per-views this year, I say the other one I think that might be was great was All In just because it was in Wembley Stadium and they were pushing that number crazy.
As much as it got flack for how last minute it was, it came together really well.
Yeah. Hmm.
I would say that like my of the build up for this show is I can tell that they're working on it, but there's so much going on still, and there's so many different moving parts, and I'm not feel all over the place. So it just seems super random, a lot of the card. But, I'm ready for the matches, weapons, and I'm still going to predict my predictions here. Pick my predictions. So fuck it. But
My
yeah, I would
question
say that AEW historically has built up pay-per-views really well. Usually deliver as excited, I guess, with the build-up for this one as I should be.
okay.
All right.
That's kind of where my question came from of like, which match do you think would be a 5-star match? I mean, we're gonna run down the card, but I'm looking at it from a wrestling standpoint. So now I'm just like,
I'm going to
all right,
automatically say Julia Hart, in my opinion. She's going to be good.
Oh man, glad I don't got the sound effects on. I'd have hit the laugh track on that
yeah,
one.
5-star. Like
Yo,
when I
not for
look at this
nothing,
card,
Julia Hart has definitely improved this year, but I don't know
she's
about
over.
5-star, bro.
Yeah, I'm not
That's what
with
I
the
mean.
fucking.
Well, I'm not. Well, I'm not mad at that.
Well, we're
I'm
definitely
not gonna
not
say.
getting a 5-star match out of Jericho at 72.
I think like the Swerve and Hangman probably will be. I don't think we're getting a 5-star match on the pay-per-view,
Okay.
but I think the Swerve and Hangman match probably has the best shot, and then the Jay White and the MJF just because it's main event, so they're probably gonna have more time and they can really build the drama up a bit.
Jay White's Triple H shit.
Yeah, I can see that. And MJF again, like he's one of them dudes. People was talking shit like, "Yo, you can't wrestle," and I'm like, "Yeah, I don't get that he's working, y'all." And now that he's a face, you see what he can actually do. He's pulling out moves just because he can. You know what I mean? From time to time and shit. Outside of the kangaroo kick, get that shit out of here. I hope I don't see that on Saturday. I know I will, but I hope I don't. You know what I mean?
You will.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see that.
Yeah, trash. It's just whack.
I'm gonna stick with Cassidy and Mox.
But I was about to say like that. Yeah, that's the other one. Like Cassidy and Mox, just because of how personal this has become.
Yeah, I
They're
think
gonna
that's
go.
gonna be that's gonna be a brutal match. I think it's gonna be a lot of blood in that match.
All right, so before we're gonna keep this show abbreviated. You know what I mean? It's Wednesday night. We got the predictions, but there's 2 pieces of AEW shit that might be relevant. First and foremost, we have Kota Ibushi, who was just announced as officially All Elite. He got the graphic up. Get it together, kid. Get it together, kid. And then Tony Khan announced, he tweeted out, and then they reiterated this during the broadcast, during the Young Bucks match. I'll read the tweet. AEW has agreed to terms with one of the world's best wrestlers, a pro who is known and respected by virtually every AEW fan. They'll come to LA to sign their contract this Saturday on pay-per-view at AEW Full Gear. Boog doesn't like that news, so he bounced. He's out of here. We were talking off air. Who do y'all think this could possibly be? Shoot answers, real answers. Think about all the guys that got released by WWE, but those non-competes ain't up yet. We talked about Will Ospreay possibly, but he's under contract until next year, February, March time. Looks like Mercedes. If it's important enough for Tony Khan to tweet it out and them to repeat it, it's either Mercedes or it's going to be a letdown, Sami Callihan type of levels. What do y'all think?
Shit.
Ron,
Well, I just had to pull up that WWE release list again, and uh, uh, I can't call it because I can't see anybody on here that's gonna get like it's gonna be like a major signing. Maybe
Yeah.
Mustafa Ali, maybe.
I want him to be the devil.
I don't think any of the AEW or the WWE talent that got let go in September are eligible for
Yeah.
AEW signings right now.
None of them.
Right.
Yeah, none of them.
Yeah, because it hasn't been 90
Until like
days.
mid-December.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then the other person
It's gotta be Mercedes.
yeah, I'm thinking it's Mercedes then, because I can't think of anybody else unless it's somebody from New Japan. That's their contract is up. Other than that, I can't think of anybody else. So I'll stick with Mercedes.
Book, who you got?
I missed the question, but I'm guessing it's who's debuting.
Yeah.
Herb debut.
I'm gonna say that somebody out of all those people didn't have a 90-day, and the only person I could think of that's been at WWE as long as they have is Dolph Ziggler. So I would say the Zigmeister.
I do feel like a couple of those might have been releases and maybe a couple of those were contracts expiring, and I haven't dug into that. So you might be right on that sense, you know. It could
think
be
we
some
get a-
contracts that ran out.
We get a Dolph Ziggler.
A little Nick
You know.
Nemeth action.
Yeah, I don't know, because Tony hypes up the craziest announcements. Tony hyped up the fact that all-in tickets are for sale. So like
Nah.
at this
He
point,
hyped
it's
up
just
that all-in
whatever.
tickets will be for sale in
In a
2
month.
In
weeks.
December. Yeah. Nah, you're
And
right.
he's still letting you know that, hey, don't forget, you can get ready to get these tickets.
Yo, my man, he announced a pre-sale. He announced
Tony's
an
like, yo,
announcement for a
look.
pre-sale.
I'm alive right now, but one day I'm a pass. So we're gonna book these tickets to the wake right now, and then when we get there, if it's not sold out, we'll have them sold at the door. You know what I mean? Everybody can get in if they need to.
2
Oh,
for
you gotta
one
love
away.
it. Oh, you gotta love it.
The horse
I'm
before the
going-
wagon.
I'm going to go with somebody from Japan. AO, you might know some of the more contracts that are expiring over there. Maybe we'll get
Nah, I haven't talked to anybody this week.
I don't know
Get
if we got Kota Ibushi on Dynamite, we're not gonna get a Japanese announcement
I don't
on
think so.
a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
all right, so that makes a lot of sense.
Kurt Angle.
Nah. I want to say somebody that's not obviously Mercedes, but it's slim because of those releases and when they get, the expirations on their no competes. It's looking like it's gonna be Mercedes, but Ryback, I don't know.
And with that, it's time to start the AEW full gear predictions.
No, Joe.
Let's bring this up.
Yo, we didn't even give them the disclaimer this week, so we can't say nothing offensive. Yo, we just got to be on our best behavior. You know what I'm saying?
Man, fuck that.
All right, man. Let's start with the pre-show. We got the 0 hour. Yo, is Samoa Joe gonna be his partner or not?
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be. I feel like it's leading to that.
Or
The
does
one thing
Samoa?
about their storytelling is they're not. When they tell their stories, they show their hand way too quick. So they got Samoa Joe tattooed all up and down MJF right now. So I feel like that just fits the best. It definitely wouldn't be Wardlow, and I don't know anybody else that's chasing that title.
Is
That's
it not gonna be Roddy?
nah.
Mm-mm.
That would be cool though. I would see it.
Now with the build, I can't see Roddy. I more so see Samoa Joe. That's the guy. Let me see.
Or Max Caster.
Who is the partner for 2 points?
Who is the partner for 2 points? That's solid. I'm going Joe.
I'm
Keeping
going
it
with-
safe.
I'm going with Joe too. I feel like that's what makes the most sense right now.
Yeah, I'm going to say Joe as well. I would say Max Caster, but he already has a tag team partner and he's already trios champ, so it just doesn't make sense.
I'm gonna go.
You're gonna go with Roddy. I know you, nigga. You're gonna go with Roddy.
Dare to be different is
Yeah.
what somebody once said. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Roddy. 2 points.
That's how he retains, folks.
I'm gonna go with Roddy.
So MJF and either Samoa Joe or Roddy, who wins? Who will be the ROH Tag Team Champions by the time we get to the pay-per-view itself? Man, I want the Guns to win.
That's what I said.
really
It's going to be a tough pay-per-view to predict.
Yeah, I want the Guns to win. I'm going to take a rest. I'm going to go out there. I honestly think, like, with or without Joe, I think Joe's probably going to play him anyway.
So you said the Guns?
I ain't say shit yet, man.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. This is tough, but I'll keep it moving. I'm going to go with the Guns. Fuck it.
Yeah, no lie. This was probably the toughest choice I had to make, and I was waiting to see the end of Dynamite to see if it'll make me decide. And you know what? I think I'm going to go with. I'm gonna go with the Guns.
I'm going Roddy as the partner, and I'm going Guns.
Come on, son.
And I'm going Guns. Roddy is the partner.
Not for the theory that I'm gonna lay out. Nah,
I ain't even breaking it down, but I'm going Roddy as the partner. Guns win.
All right.
I'm gonna go with the Guns.
Yeah, I'm not changing my partner. And I got.
So wait a minute before you decide.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Before you decide, so do you want to? So for choosing the partner, like, is this like a 5-pointer or
No, it's 2.
It's a 2-pointer for just the partner.
Just the partner.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let me write that down. Man.
This could be a determining factor at the end of the night.
Gotcha.
Because you could get the 2 points and still be wrong in the prediction.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
All right. Who will be? Okay, my bad. Book.
Yeah. So before I was so rudely interrupted by fucking Charlotte Ron. I'm just kidding.
That's Ronda down, motherfucker.
Ronda down, my bad. Randy Orton.
That's better.
I'm gonna
MJF's partners.
I'm gonna pick MJF just because. Actually, you know what? Nah, that really don't make sense. The reason I'm just trying to figure this out, right? If this is all these seeds that are the demise or the fall of MJF, if this is where it starts and it's crumbling now, they wouldn't take the AEW title off of him. They'd take these things off of him. So I'm going to say the Guns win for sure. Yeah, the Guns win.
Okay.
Who'd you pick for his partner, Joe?
Joe.
Now, I don't pick Samoa Joe because in order for the Guns to win and the story to advance and at least make some type of sense if MJF retains later on, which he should, spoiler alert, I do feel like Roddy has to be the partner to take the pinfall.
Yeah, I agree.
Somebody has to take the pinfall in this match, otherwise they win. Now, they can win MJF and Samoa Joe, but why does Joe give up the TV title to be a tag team champion, to be like, I want the world title? Like, you just gave up a Ring of Honor title to pick up another Ring of Honor title, and what the fuck are we doing here? And this is the stories that I'm just like, I got to stop caring about it. You know what I mean? So this is where I say, in order to eat the pinfall, take the belts off MJF, because he don't even care about it. He don't wear it around anymore anyways, unless he's defending it. Let Roddy take the pinfall from the 310 to Yuma, put the belt on the Guns, and give Bullet Club Gold something to brag about, at least at the end of this night.
Solid.
So you got the Guns.
Guns and a Roddy partnership.
Roddy strong.
Somebody
up.
Pinfall. If Joe and MJF do retain, though, if that is the case and they retain, that is fucking wild. We all got that wrong. And this storyline is going to just continue to bleed on over into December.
Oh, this is what I'm saying. Like, we need all titles off of Maxwell.
This dude is coming out with 2024s on his jacket before he starts wrestling. He's out of AEW. Y'all think he's got a long-term deal. He's out.
Nah,
this is the crumblings right here. This the falling apart.
He is signed.
Nah,
He
he's
is
signed.
signed, sealed, and delivered, bro. There's no way possible.
I didn't even tweet this out, but after you had talked about it with the Collision, and after, as I was watching the Roddy match from Collision that you was talking about, you know, when you was having your Collision commentary, I was like, yo, whether MJF stays or goes, because Adam Cole has a broken freaking ankle, this Roddy and Adam shit is gonna be here longer. Like a year from now, it's still gonna be here.
That's terrible.
Like it's still gonna be here because it's gotten over, and Adam Cole still has to come back and finish the story.
Hey,
Word to
listen,
Cody.
might be terrible, but it's catchy as hell.
Man,
That's
funny
what
as
I'm saying.
fuck.
I'm like, yo, Roddy has like finally gotten into his own now.
He's got to keep the serial killer mustache. He's got to keep coming to the ring in the wheelchair. He's got to keep coming up like he got saved by Benny Hinn or one of these dudes right before he goes up the stairs.
It's
And
so
that's it.
stupid
Like,
that he's coming to the ring in a wheelchair and a neck brace, coming through, whooping your ass. And
it's
getting back.
fire, yo. It's
just
hysterical.
like, you know what? It's. I'm back. I was off it for a while. I'm back now, and I think
I'm
even
with
if
it as
MJF
long as it's
stays-
not in the world title picture.
Yo,
if
him,
MJF stays
as
or
far
goes,
as
that storyline will still be here next year.
as far as AEW goes, to me, I feel like him and Dalton Castle are like neck and neck for
Dalton
most-
Castle is bad over.
most
Nobody
most like
cares.
entertaining entrance, let's say. Like they're fucking Dalton
Dalton
Castle
Castle,
is
the
fucking
god.
hysterical, dog. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care if you're into the humor, you're not into the humor, if it freaks you out, if you got a phobia. Bro, Dalton Castle is entertaining as motherfuck, yo. And if it wasn't for that stupid ass NWA Coke spot, him and the boys would still be coming out doing the little sniff routine they do too, which is also fucking hysterical.
Yo,
He did it
shouts
right,
to
the other people
Billy
did it wrong.
Corgan.
Shouts to Dalton Castle and that whole fucking camp. Them dudes are fucking crazy.
Dude,
and I love it.
Shouts to Billy Corgan fumbling bags out here.
Word.
You got fans out of the ringside club, Dalton Castle. Let me tell you.
Dalton Castle's the man,
here.
yo.
Stand
Listen,
here for it.
and if you are valued in, multi-time or, repeat listeners of the Ringside Club, you hear us pause and shit all the time. You probably would not think that we would be the first fans of Dalton Castle's shtick, but he is fucking hysterical, bro. I don't even know what the actual word is. I'm trying to think of who the star is that I could like compare him to from like Hollywood. It'll come to me. When it does, I'll mention it. But yo,
He's like
fucking funny, bro.
He's like a Will Ferrell, bro.
Nah, but I mean
Jack-
like the presentation, like how like how Tony Storm is like timeless.
What was
Tony
that?
Storm right now.
What
He's
was that?
something.
What was not Zoolander?
Ben Stiller.
Yeah, it's kind of he's got that kind of vibe.
He's definitely funny.
I can't.
All right, off of Dalton Castle now.
All right, we got the AEW. We'll keep it MJF. This seems like MJF. He's got his name written all over that belt, man. He'll be still champ in December. I'm going MJF. Simple and done.
All right.
Word. Yeah, I hear you.
I think the
Where's your
match is
next
going to
round?
slap. The match is definitely going to slap, but I don't think it's Jay White's time. Unfortunately, I'm rooting for him. It's my man.
Yeah, I'm going MJF as well. MJF is finally going to get his belt back. And the story. MJF.
There is no way that Jay White takes this title off this guy. He's been holding the title fraudulently for weeks. We got to see him with the belt on him. Tony Khan got to see him with the belt on. The fans haven't really, reacted to it. It's not like we get a huge pop when we see him with the title or nothing. Just not to draw it out any longer. 100% picking MJF as the winner here. I do see Jay White, and again, I'm not the most versed in New Japan, but I'm versed enough to know he was a much bigger star in New Japan than he is in AEW. And I hope that his star continues to shine a little brighter in AEW. He gets to work with more people, broaden his horizons, show that he is more quick-witted than, he's been showing. He can spar with the normals. He can't necessarily spar with MJF and keep up with him, but that's not who you expect him to.
Oh, no, I think he ate MJF in that promo battle.
Oh, no.
had
Is
to
it
get
just because
one
his
up.
promos are so long?
A little bit, yeah.
I
A little bit.
I think he ate him because, MJF was on his ABC 1, 2, 3 bullshit.
Nah, you're right.
Yeah,
But I will say this. I want to see Jay White blossom into more of a technical star than an entertainment star, sports entertainment star. And the reason I say that is just because I've seen his matches overseas and I'm impressed by them, and the work that he does is impressive. I think the Guns and actually Juice Robinson are standout characters in the Bullet Club Gold, and I feel like those characters play better as the forefront and Jay kind of being like the boss. Like, Malachi Black is Malachi Black. You can tell he runs the shit. You know that Brody and Buddy are part of the faction and they're muscle and they do what they do. But I feel like that Malachi is the leader without him having to say much. I feel like we could get the same out of Jay White. Jay White should just do his talking in the ring and just do his quick-witted shit and get out of there. I don't think we need the long Jay White promos, in my honest opinion, but it is what it is.
I'm going Maxwell, but question here is, where does Jay White and Bullet Club Reposado go after this?
That's actually what I was thinking while we were talking that whole time. I'm like, what do we do with Jay White after this?
As you're explaining this, I'm like, so what happens after he takes that L? What could happen is he picks up the real world championship, and this feud continues on into next month, because you still got to kill time until World's End, because that's not until December 30th. You still got Winter is coming, so a rematch could happen. I don't think this is the end. MJF gets the belt back, but I don't think this is the end.
All right, so since we're still on MJF, I do have to pause and ask you guys, maybe we should do this for ourselves, for all the fans who are going to be watching this pay-per-view this weekend, but really selfishly for myself. Take me back to the first week we saw the Devil and the Devil Mask and Jay White get attacked. Why does that matter so much to all the parties involved? Why does that matter to Roddy, Adam, and MJF? Why does MJF have a stake in if he is behind the Devil Mask or not, when he's clearly feuding with Jay White? So if Jay White's the one that's getting jumped, why do we care? It's like, so I think I'm just confused.
I think they retconned it. So I don't know exactly what the purpose was behind them jumping Jay White. I don't really remember. But since then, whenever we've seen the Devil, the point of them coming up and whoever's with the Devil is them attacking all of MJF's allies or potential allies. So it's whatever they were doing, they've changed without specifically saying it. You know what I mean? So that's what I think the purpose of the Devil now is.
So he first attacked Jay White.
Yeah, and I don't know why. That part I don't know why. Right?
Because Jay White's clearly not an ally. So they first attacked Jay White.
But since
then
then
the Devil attack.
But since then they've attacked the Acclaimed before ahead of time. They've attacked I don't know. I think the point with the Jay White thing was trying to frame it like it was somebody else or it was
hasn't
MJF.
Attacked anyone. It's only attacked.
They've appeared.
It's just appearances.
They've been a lot of appearances, and they've tried to explain like, yo, he's going after his allies. So what I think they're doing is like kind of shifting a little bit away from the initial Jay White attack and just saying that this is somebody who is an enemy, because it looked like there was a dude that was brolic when they attacked the Acclaim that looked like it could have been Wardlow. You know what I mean? It was a really big dude that looked like it could have been Wardlow. So I think it's probably like a collection of his allies, enemies, some shit like that.
It's Britt Baker, bro.
Throwing the towel on this whole Devil shit. Jack Perry until the mask comes off, y'all. Next subject.
I just want it to matter. Like you Jack said, Perry. AO, they at Jack some point Perry. they pivoted. They pivoted from it being something related with Adam Cole and everything, because this was it pre-injury or right when we knew there was an injury?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it was right around the time that there was an injury that was announced, so he was going to surgery. So
I think I'm gonna keep it a buck. They took a hard left.
I think so, but I honestly do not remember that clearly. It was you know what I mean? I don't remember that clearly. All I remember is the Acclaimed attack and them specifically saying on commentary that they're attacking his allies.
And then from there, just like dominoes, MJF just had new challengers. Like, you know what? Even
Right.
Christian
So there's
Cage might be looking at the belt, right?
Yeah, there's the
Yeah.
combination of who the devil is and all of that, and then he has his enemies popping up all over the place that want the belt.
Got it.
You know what I mean?
I just want to care. That's all. I need to understand it to care. But all right,
Yeah,
let's go.
bro, just have the same level of care when they take the mask off as Jack Perry this whole time, and just imagine what's going to happen from there.
I think a lot of people will turn their TVs off or throw them out.
You've got a major signing that you're about to announce and show, and then you want to have this devil reveal. Like,
So
there's
what's
only
the best case scenario? Who's the
Jack
best
Perry.
case scenario for the devil?
CM Punk?
What's the
Nah,
real
that's
best
worst
case
case.
scenario?
Yeah,
That's the best case. That's the
No.
best case. This shit was a work this whole time, and it was Punk.
that's worst case scenario.
That's the
Nah, that's
best
best.
case.
That's absolutely the best case
That's
scenario.
the fucking best. If you just work this whole
CM
time,
Punk?
yeah.
But what
If
does
they
he have
worked
to do with
this
anything?
whole
Like, it's
time-
just so left field.
Nah, it's not. That's why. That's why it would make mad sense because him
What's
and MJF
CM Punk's beef with Jay White? What's CM Punk's beef with the Acclaimed? What's CM Punk's beef with anybody
So
that
you
got
could
beat up?
say. So think about, like, if it's CM Punk with Jay White, he already said he was the real world champ, and he got out of here for reasons that would never actually explain on TV. But Jay White now has a title shot against the champ. Fuck that. That's my title. You're taking my
Right.
spot. That's why he would go after Jay White. As far as going after the Acclaimed, I don't fuck with anybody that fucks with you. I want to weaken whoever you say you're the king. I'm gonna weaken everybody that's an ally.
I feel like
And
there's
CM
it's just
Punk's
so
whole
far
thing-
gone.
But CM Punk's whole thing is MJF is a blueprint of everything I did 15 years ago. So that's the devil
It
make
came
people
back.
believe the devil ain't real. That shit was ROH Punk, and then MJF bit that. So I'm gonna take my shit back.
In the second return, he literally brought a belt back and said, "Yo, I'm coming after MJF, no matter what," without even nothing. He blatantly said he's coming after MJF. Pause. Like, he's
It
going
would be
after-
fire. Like, whatever the issues were, let's say best case scenario, they worked it out. Let's say, yo, let's just do business and stop the bullshit. For that to turn out to be Punk would be fire, because
Oh,
nobody would see it
I'm
coming.
watching.
I'm not
watching.
on
I'm
board.
back.
I think if Punk was ever going to come back and do business, it should have been with the Bucks and everybody after Brawl Out. I'm not on board for that. I don't know.
All right. Well, then, if it's not Punk, who would your best case be?
For the
Kurt
devil?
Kurt Angle? Who you got?
No, it'd be
That
Britt,
guy-
Britt,
Definitely
Britt
not
Baker.
Kurt Angle. Yeah,
For me, it's Britt Baker. And the reason why I say that is
I was
because
gonna say
of
that
how
too,
close
actually.
Adam Cole got to MJF this whole time,
And then
caused
she
him to
wanted-
get re-injured after he almost lost his life already. So if there's anybody in the whole world who's got a vendetta against MJF, it would be Adam Cole's woman, who is upset that MJF was literally taking her man from him and getting him almost killed again. So
Y'all Britt
Yes.
Baker are killing me, yo. Y'all killing me.
I think that
Hey,
would
man.
make sense. I think that would make
Cole
sense.
is
makes a
on
lot
the
more sense
shelf.
than anybody
He's
else.
on the shelf for fucking 7 months. There's nothing else left to do here. There's nothing else left to do here.
Yeah,
Take
this
the
time
belt
you got to
off
toil
him
out. You just said yourself,
and pack
what
it
do we
up.
do with Jay White after this? So if we don't do anything with Jay White, we got to rekindle some kind of story. And I think Britt Baker leading a tour de force against MJF for fucking her man over is a good enough story to me. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Kyle O'Reilly.
Again, if it was all about Adam Cole, I feel like, yeah, maybe, but not really. I don't know.
That would kind of make sense too, because I mean, wasn't Kyle O'Reilly in the same boat as Roderick Strong, where like Adam Cole is his friend too, and I'm trying to get MJF away from him.
The common denominator here
That
is
makes
that no
sense,
matter
too.
who it is that takes that mask off, we're all universally going to have the same reaction of, that was him.
Fuck it. Wrong answers only. It's Mean Gene Okerlund, bro.
It's crazy that our best case or my best case is Punk and my worst case is Jack Perry. Like, that is a wild paradox considering the two parties involved. But like, that's it.
I think it's safe to say if it's Jack Perry, then Tony Khan must be the most tone-deaf person that's ever booked a wrestling show in his life. Because none of us want to see Jack Perry under that mask. No one is invested in Jack Perry. No one gives a fuck. When we thought he got fired because he caused Brawl Out 2.0,
And
we all
that's
kind of cheered a little
why.
bit. Like, I don't know. I'm not a fan.
I mean,
That's
My
why.
son's a fan of his entrance music, just not a fan of him.
I don't think
That's
Jack,
why I think it's Jack Perry, yo. There's nobody else credible, man.
does
There's
Jack
nobody
does
else
Jack
credible
Perry
than
even
that.
make Jack Perry even make sense?
Yes,
Anybody
it
other
does.
than this? How
AO
so?
broke it down a little while ago, a couple episodes ago, but it does. It unfortunately does make sense.
It was a reach. It was a reach.
It
It
was a
really
reach,
it
but it,
doesn't.
You
it
talking about the pillar thing? Like,
yes,
well, we won the 4 pillars. Yeah,
yes.
okay.
Aside from Tozawa, I'm pretty sure that Jack Perry is one of the few professional wrestlers I could actually fight in real life and win that shit. So I'm not even joking when I say if it's Jack Perry, I challenge him to a real life fight, and nobody got to call the cops, bro. Like I just
Clip
really
this
want to
up.
fight.
Let's
Clip
keep
this
this
up definitely
pushing.
and run it back once the devil match comes on eventually. Comes off.
Or
All right, we got the international champion Orange Cassidy grudge match against John Moxley. It's Cassidy Moxley 2. I would love for Orange Cassidy to get the victory here. Like I mentioned, what should have happened sometime during the summer. If you want to solidify Orange Cassidy as one of those guys, you got to have him beat one of those guys. So I think Orange Cassidy takes the win. He retains. He beats Mox.
Yeah, I'm with Orange Cassidy as well. I feel like they shouldn't have taken the belt off of him in the first place. I think this one will solidify him as like one of those top guys. And Moxley really doesn't need the belt like that, so and let Orange Cassidy go on another run. So Cassidy.
yeah, this is a tough one. To me, to be honest, to me this is the hardest match to predict because these are both Tony Khan sweethearts. So how do you predict? And I don't mean that offensively. I'm just being real. How do you predict who wins in a match of two of the Booker's favorite people in the company? And I think the answer for that is, in my opinion, John Moxley deserves more get back at this moment because he was taken out of the fight due to injury and never was meant to lose the belt. So as much as I want to say that this is Orange Cassidy's crowning achievement moment where he finally beats the big bad wrestler who puts him over, like this is his defeating I don't know, Bret Hart or somebody, not to say that John Moxley is Bret Hart by any means. I'm just saying like that level of person at the current moment. I don't think that's going to happen. I think John Moxley wins. John Moxley gets the belt back, and we get to see another member of, or another feud with John Moxley versus the entire roster, whoever that roster member is. So I say we get Moxley winning this belt again.
Yeah, here we go. Me and Bug, RSC tag team prediction.
Listen,
champion.
I'm telling you right now, I can read this kid's mind. I'm telling you, I know what lane Chad's in before he even drives, bro. I promise you we were on the same page for this pick before we even started this podcast today.
Yeah, I'm feeling like it's got to be Mox just because the reason stated by Bug. It just more opportunity, more variety, and also I'll see either y'all niggas the following week at Survivor Series. So if I lose, fuck it.
Yeah, I hear that. And honestly, I just want to say one more thing about this.
And if I'm
I feel
right,
like-
I'm right. Like, oh, it's
I
lit.
feel
If
like
not,
there's
whatever,
far
nigga.
more
Be back in-
challengers. I think there's far more credible challengers for the international title if the belt's on Moxley at this point than if it's on Orange Cassidy. I think Orange Cassidy had his run where he was just, killing people. So again, this is a pay-per-view. If he's not dropping the belt here, then he'd be dropping it somewhere else and it would be more meaningless. So to me, Mox goes over, no question.
I don't know, because I think like with Orange Cassidy here, I think this is where you can kind of unlock whatever his next level is. You know what I'm saying? So like where you see him now, he's a little bit more serious, a little more aggressive. I think that unlocks new challenges for him as well, because maybe you can put him in a ring with somebody like Miro, for example, and it looks like it's credible because we've seen him already beat Mox. Like, I don't know where like Moxley winning the title is gonna do what for Mox. And what for
I'll tell you
who?
what. I'll tell you what. Two things. Pockets is cold right now.
Yep.
And two, Moxley beating him again and taking the title and doing
Warms him up all over again.
just warms him back up all over again. And it allows Moxley to have a run because when you look at the titles matches that are on the pay-per-view and will keep going, how many do you really think will change? There are either going to be no title changes or there's going to be one or two. And I think this is going to be one of two.
Yeah, the other one's Tony Storm, but you know, we'll get there in a second.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, we got Christian Cage, Luchasaurus, and Nick Wayne trios match against Copeland, Darby Allin, and Sting. Sting ain't losing. I got Team Sting.
Imagine these two teams in a car crash, not just a match, like an actual car crash. And you see a dinosaur, you see Christian Cage and whatever that is get out of the car at the same time. And it's like, what the fuck, man? These are the people you got in a car accident with, a fucking 7-foot dinosaur and Christian Cage.
I think
It's
the interesting shit here is like, you know, what does Sting jump off of? You know, that's it.
Luchasaurus.
This is a regular match. This isn't even a gimmick.
Don't matter.
No, it's
Don't
just
matter.
regular-
He could
just
jump off the
regular 6-man
barricade or
match.
something. Sting gonna do something
20
stupid.
counts matter in AEW. I forgot.
Huh?
Yeah.
20 counts, man. 20.
Where is Full Gear again? Is it in LA?
L.A. Yeah.
Yeah, LA.
Yeah,
I
this
think
is
the Kia
Sting's
Forum
final match
is that where the
in
Lakers
LA.
play?
No.
Nah, Lakers
Kia
play at
Forum-
Staples Center.
Yeah, the Forum is more like a legendary. That arena's been around forever, and like a lot of concerts were done there, a lot of live events.
Right.
I think the old Lakers used to play there back in the day, so that's probably why you
it's
thought
like
the
the National
Lakers.
Coliseum vibes.
Yeah, it's the original, the OG spot.
Right.
But yeah, this is Sting's last time in LA. He'll never wrestle in LA again after he retires. So it'll be interesting to see what he does. Maybe he jumps off of Randy's donut or something in Inglewood. We'll see.
Yeah, man. Nah, this is Team Sting all day.
Yeah.
Team Sting. I'm going with Team Sting.
Same.
You know what I'm saying? I'd be very surprised if it went the other way. But Cope needs his first. Well, we're saying his first. He needs another win. Darby and Sting are currently 13-0 as a tag team. So I think this just adds to it and then puts them in contention for the tag titles at a later date. It is further.
Who takes the pin? Who takes the pin in the loss?
Droopy face.
Yeah, it's probably
All right.
Wayne. Nick Wayne.
All right.
Yeah. Nick
He's
Wayne.
going to eat a spear. It's what he's literally only here to do is to eat spears from Copeland.
Yeah, I'm going with Sting and them as well. And I gotta see Adam Copeland get his first.
We might have to have
official
another
win.
5-pointer, Chad. We actually didn't all pick the same picks. We're actually doing all right.
I got a couple of 5-pointers in mind, though.
Oh, a couple.
I got a couple of 5-pointers.
I'm gonna tell you what. Next time I win one of these titles, I'm doing prop bets only.
That's fire.
Fucking shit. Prop
Fuck,
bets
we're
only.
not predicting the matches. We're just doing prop. I like that.
Prop bets. We doing
What is the
10 prop
Gatorade
bets.
orange?
I got some. I really got some. I got like 4 props I'm thinking about right
Yeah.
now. Like,
Bro, you gonna have me mathing, man.
Yeah, I ain't predicting shit. Nah, I mean, if it's all prop bets, they could all be a point. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? But
that's
I ain't,
fine.
I ain't predicting matches. All right, so we all Team Sting on this one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Team Sting.
Team Sting.
Let's see what kind of face paint him and Darby got in store. And honestly, that Edge, and I'm not calling him Adam. Edge is coming out with some weird ceremonial face paint too. He's not missing that opportunity.
Yeah.
I know it's gross. Throw up.
This is another one that'll probably be up there for match of the night, at least a contender. Omega, Jericho, Golden Jets, as they refer to themselves, versus the newly official heel Young Bucks.
Now you guys might think I'm crazy, which I'm sure you do anyway. But the only person in this poster that actually looks like themselves is Kenny Omega. Everybody else looks like an actor playing one of these guys right now. Am I bugging?
The Bucks look like actors. They do look like actors. They look like,
No,
look
but
like
tell me
they
the
could be
Bucks
on
don't
here.
look like a different version of themselves right now. Like it could be like played by other actors of other nationalities or denominations. I'm not sure, but
I
regardless,
mean, for starters, like Nick Jackson had hair plugs for fucking 5 years at this point, so he doesn't look like himself when he looks like himself. You know what I mean?
no, we're
Nah, they
And he's
always
the
look like
younger
that.
one too. That sucks, man. I'll tell you, the balding thing sucks. After I cut my hair short, I realized I've been pulling the hair in this one section for the ponytail for so long that it's like needs some chia seeds up there. So we'll
Oh, it's
figure
time
that
to come
out.
home. It's time to come home,
Yeah,
baby.
Nah,
yeah,
I'm still
bro.
Time
good.
to
You
come
can't
home,
really tell,
baby.
you know what I'm saying? But you know
Nah, bro, life has been on that side, man.
Bullet
what I'm
Goldberg is
saying.
crazy, son.
It's time to
Nah,
come
listen,
home.
if I
Man,
shave
Jericho
my
look like
head,
Randy the Ram.
if I shave my head, I'm dead ass doing nothing but cooking meth and just going straight Walter White with it the whole way.
Disclaimer.
Oh,
Mm.
nah, I'm for real.
Allegedly.
What you mean?
Allegedly.
Nah, what you mean? Alleged. Nah, I'm fine.
METHOD, man.
Got that ice.
Shit.
Hey, yo.
So
All
y'all
right.
doing Young Bucks, Golden Jets.
So the stipulation is if the Bucks beat Jericho and Omega, then they can't team together
They have to
anymore.
disband, yeah.
Yeah.
And if the Golden Jets win, they get the tag title shot.
Right. Yeah, that's the other thing. The tag title shot is on the line. I think this ends up with Bucks FTR 5, 6, 7, whatever the fuck we're up to at this point. So I'm taking Bucks and clearly taking FTR later.
But if we get Kota Ibushi just signed to AEW, what the fuck would we split them up for? That's the only thing that makes me not know what's going on here. Because again, here's another dog. These are clearly people that you want to wrestle more. So like I'm just at such a weird crossroads. It's like, yes, I want to pick fucking the Young Bucks winning because I don't think the Young Bucks lose this, but disbanding this team right after Ibushi gets on. Or wait, is it the Golden Jets that get disbanded, or is it the whole
So
faction?
it's Omega and Jericho. So Ibushi,
Oh, well, then fuck that. Yeah,
Ibushi's
Jericho and
coming
Omega are
in.
losing.
Yeah, Ibushi's coming in probably the team with Omega, and they're gonna hit the Young Bucks up after the Bucks beat FTR for the belts.
Right.
So,
All right, I'm not going out of order, Ron. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So no, you said the Young Bucks you going with?
Yeah, I'm going with the Bucks.
I'm actually going with the Golden Jets. Hold on.
Yo, Kenny calling them fucking like the same shit Punk did when he was just saying they were all children. Like that shit was classic,
Mad
bro.
funny.
I'm telling you, Kenny Omega humor is a good fucking humor.
Omega's
It's a
funny,
good
bro.
flavor of humor,
Something
bro.
needs
I
to be
like
built
it.
more around this guy, I tell you. Just not talking all the time, but yeah.
Yeah.
More around.
I look at it this way. I think Omega's gonna put them in their place because they still bitching and complaining about him teaming with Jericho. Plus, they won the match tonight in heel fashion. So I believe after this, they're gonna get the little title shot. I think the Bucks may run in and cost them the title shot if they go against whoever wins the tag titles. That's how I look at it. Because they're gonna keep bitching and complaining.
So
I'm gonna
Ron,
stick with the
you
Bucks.
So Ron got Golden Jets, Boog got Bucks, AO.
AO got
I got the Bucks.
I am going Golden Jets. Whether it's the Golden Jets, Golden Lovers, Golden Showers, they just put the
God damn it, this guy.
I was waiting for it. That was lined
I
up.
knew it.
merchandise.
I
was
thought we
lined
would
up.
go with like at least Golden Grams first. God
The
damn.
merchandise is out. They're not losing. They're not disbanding. There's T-shirts sold to these guys. You can't cut them up right now.
Hey man, you know a good
It's not
T-shirt that was a good T-shirt that was for sale and then it got taken down. This one right up here. They're not afraid to take a shirt down.
Well,
He said, "Let me tell you.
they're
Let me
still
talk
with
to
the
you."
company. They're still with the company and focal
It's
points
straight.
of the company.
I didn't get any royalties off it anyway. I don't give a fuck. Take the shirt down.
Let me
I
talk to you."
just don't think that the Bucks can beat the Golden Jets right now. One, also because Omega always beats the Bucks in tag matches, and two, Bucks can always afford a loss, and three, FTR probably won't see the tag titles physically for a while, so we don't need FTR Bucks 4.
Serious question.
And that's it.
Do any of you guys look at, and I'm not saying this to be a hater, I'm being real. Do any of you guys look at Chris Jericho in any match at all, doesn't matter who it's against, and say he's going to win this match?
I used to.
Yeah, not recently. Not recently.
Not
Right?
recently.
And that's
go either way.
so that's really my thought here. It's like Kenny Omega is a formidable opponent. Yes, I believe he could take on the Young Bucks by himself. But when I look at this match, I see Kenny Omega versus the Young Bucks. I don't see Chris Jericho even in the match. Like, I just don't see him being a factor. I see him trying to hit the Judas effect and missing or barely connecting, and the whoever he's facing has to really sell it. Like, I'm really not trying to shit on this guy, but I will say, respectfully, his best matches are in the past, and I honestly cannot wait until we see the next chapter of Jericho because I'm a little bit stale on him right now, in my opinion.
So
Bro.
if that's the case, then Kenny Omega's pinning one of the Bucks. Yeah.
Yo, son, I'm right there with you. Like, I see it like at this point the Bucks are so cold and they're trying to be so healed that like we're gonna get that feel good moment of Jericho and Omega doing some dual
All right.
work.
You changed my mind. I'm gonna go with the Golden Jets, but only because you made me see that both things can be true. Jericho can still not be, the formidable one in the match.
But it'll be the
and
most over
them-
compared to everybody.
Yeah. So I'm sorry. The heel Bucks need to keep being heels, so they need to lose and just be dastardly. So yeah, I'll switch it over to the Golden Jets, Ron. I'm sorry.
No, it's all
Yeah.
good. And if you see for the last few weeks when Bucks have been approaching them, Kenny's been kind of reluctant in trying to have a match with them. So it's kind of
He's
like,
y'all niggas is losers. Y'all keep losing. I don't want no part of this. I'm trying to get back into the singles division. I got to get rid of the Don Callis family.
You know what's crazy though? Kenny's basically saying to the Bucks what Don Callis was saying to him. Like, y'all lost your way. Like, that's what all Don Callis was saying. All you're doing is fucking around with these dudes. You're just over here having a good old fucking time, and you're not interested in taking over the world like we were once doing. So what the fuck are you doing, I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be interesting.
Next
I will say, no disrespect again, but all disrespect at the same time, because I haven't watched a Collision in a long time. I'm just happy that we get a pay-per-view on Saturday and not Collision, because I can't take another off-brand Collision. Let's go.
We got Collision Friday. Collision and Rampage on Friday.
Oh, word. Yeah, I won't watch either, but I'll watch this.
We got Hikaru Shida defending the Women's World Championship against Toni Storm. Tony, done and done.
yeah.
Listen, they might
Top
if,
5 character in the company right now.
if this whole match is in black and white like an old Gold Dust
That'd be fire.
vignette,
Yeah.
then you already know Toni Storm won.
Yeah, I'm going with Tony, and I believe they have switched the titles like 3 times in the last 3 months, I believe. So put the title on Tony.
Keep it off a fucking page. That's all I know.
But yeah, put it on Tony. She's the star right now, and yeah.
Listen, man, we're missing a huge component. I'm super excited about one thing and one thing only when it comes to Toni Storm.
Mariah, man.
No, it's the return of Thunder Rosa. When Thunder Rosa left, Thunder Rosa lost to Toni Storm, and Toni Storm, or she had to relinquish her belt to Toni Storm, and Toni Storm was just the interim champion. And like Thunder never lost her belt.
That's a call.
When Thunder comes back, this shit is gonna get fucking popping, bro. Watch this shit go down.
Good call.
You're not just gonna remember Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa. You're gonna remember Thunder Rosa versus all these chicks. I promise you. Watch.
So I'm gonna join the fray and say Toni Storm. I'd be very surprised to see Tony eat a pin from Hikaru Shida. Hikaru Shida does a great job as a transitional champion, but there's only so long you can have a Joshi as your champion while you got someone hot like Toni Storm going crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? I think
really anyone. I understand what you mean by that, but really anyone. It doesn't have to be a Joshi, but I got you. I know what you mean.
Yo, man, how many times are they just gonna have the titles and just not speak a lot of, you know what I mean? It just there's certain times where I'm just like, yo, I just want like, you know what I mean? Just a little bit more character. And Toni Storm is providing the character. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm getting. Toni Storm's character, Hollywood, LA, well, not Hollywood, but it's LA, bright lights, big city. It's just like, man, this is a no-brainer. Like, this is a no fucking brainer. Toni Storm.
All the way.
So, Boog, you got Toni Storm as well?
100%. Yo, bro, and Ron, you know the crazy shit? If you were to ask me this with her old gimmick where she was just coming to the ring with her stupid-ass fucking... I could hear the music. I could hear the music of, the red pleather plastic shit with the fucking horrible, like, hair metal rock song shit. Like, I'm like, my skin crawls. But when I see this...
alternate?
Yo, when I see, yeah, exactly. It's like Ruby Soho. Yeah, exactly. Alternate character. When I see Tony Storm come out now, I literally can't wait to see what's gonna happen. And because I love RJ City so much, because he's also fucking hysterical. Anytime they're both on the screen together, I think it's funny as fuck. But
And I
Tony
think we
Storm,
got Mariah May cameo too. Mariah May
who is
and
Homegirl? Where is she? Was she wrestling somewhere else before?
Stardom.
Okay, I'm not familiar. I just saw her as like the pretty blonde chick on.
She gets to meet Tony Storm, so I think this is going to be her helping Tony Storm win and make a stamp in the much
faction
division.
Yeah,
Like
she
much
popped up. She popped up on her tonight.
Yeah.
She popped up on her tonight.
Yeah,
They had
she
a little
found
back
that.
and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So this is going to be the furthering of that, and that I'm looking forward to for something in the AEW Women's Division.
Word.
All right,
Positive.
next match, AEW Tag Team Champ. What is this, a four-way? Got LFI. We got the champs, Ricky Starks and Big Bill. We have FTR and House of Black. I don't fucking know, bro. I think I said FTR earlier. I don't know.
Yo, fam, how many times can we got to do a bet just alone of how many times AEW will have a fatal four-way tag team match in their pay-per-view and just get tag teams on a pay-per-view?
Which, yo, for the night, I ain't mad at, but I have no idea what's going on here. So, I don't know.
I would love a solid tag team feud for a change.
They're not giving the titles to House of Black. FTR is not getting their belts back
It's not
this
LFI.
soon.
I think Ricky Starks and Big Bill retain, actually.
That's a fact.
Yeah, Ricky Starks and Big Bill retain.
I will say, I the one thing about Collision that I have consistently liked is seeing Roosh on TV beating the shit out of people.
Love Roosh.
Yeah,
Love
They're going to have a sleeper match of the night. Like, there's going to be moments in this match where you're like, yo, son, Roosh just did what to Big Bill? Yo, him and Brody Lee just had one interaction.
There's some
like,
elements. There's some
See,
elements.
I wish
a sleeper.
I wish Samoa Joe kept the belt, and I wish we got like Roosh versus Samoa Joe. Like, there's so much that could have been done there. I don't know. Who am I? Who do you got, Ron?
Actually, I have Ricky Starks and Big Bill.
We all. I think we all. Put me down. Starks and Bill, man. We all on unison. They haven't even defended the belt, y'all. Hello? They haven't even defended the belts yet. How do you lose the belts and you haven't even defended them yet?
I think they defended it once, I think.
And do you remember the match?
Not really. But
There we go. This is the first time they're really defending the belts in that.
Yeah, I got the same thing. I got
Ricky
Big
Starks.
Bill and Ricky Starks. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, moving on. We got two more matches left. We have the TBS Championship, Chris Statlander, Julia Hart, and tonight's winner versus Red Velvet, Sky Blue. So Hart, Statlander, Blue.
Fucking Julia.
I got Julia.
Hey, Chris Statlander, thanks for coming in and succeeding Jade Cargill, but Julia Hart is hot right now.
See, my question is like, all right, so Julia had the match with Statlander a couple of pay-per-views ago and lost. So does she pin Sky Blue to win?
Nope.
She pins Chris?
I think Sky Blue shows her allegiance to Julia Hart at this point, and it starts their little faction, and Chris Statlander takes the loss. And then further down the road, we get Sky Blue versus Julia Hart when they inevitably break up. But yeah,
Cool. I'm rolling.
Yeah, I agree with the Sky.
What y'all
Blue.
said, put me down.
he said, "But y'all I'll take one of those with
So what you
mustard."
take? So you taking Julia Hart?
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
Okay. Yeah, I got Julia.
Rampage special right here. If anyone that tunes in the Rampage right here, you know what I mean?
And to even further this, I'm pretty sure Willow's going to come out and try and even the odds and help out Chris Statlander, and that's when it's going to further show the division between Sky Blue and Willow and all that bullshit.
Scott Book should be the AEW women's fucking wrestling division reporter, man. This guy knows his shit, right?
Listen, dog. Before I was married, I knew a thing or two about women, you know?
That man knows his shit right now.
I'm with you on the Sky Blue Allegiance thing. Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like they should have did that before.
She about to salute the fuck out of her. They're about to have some blue and black mist-offs.
Everybody doing Julia. Yes?
I mean, that sounds like something different, but yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? No train, but we all picking Julia Hart, right?
So I ain't go that far, bro. God damn.
I know, it sounded kind of crazy, but
I was
I'm
trying
saying,
This
to.
dude's over
I
here
wasn't
like
going
the
to say
Godfather.
nothing, but
picking Julia Hart. We are choosing to go with Julia Hart because,
Oh my
quite
God.
frankly, that man. No, honestly, Chris Statlander is so cold. and awkward right now. That's like you
He
got.
said and awkward.
Yo, did you see her promo at Collision? Like face
No, you're right.
the back
You're right.
around, like when it was in the backstage, I was like, this is so awkward. She's like, you deserve a title shot, Willow.
Yo, but
Like, yeah, you gotta like.
All Chris Statlander's been trying to do is talk to
Get
Sky
over.
Blue every week,
She's
saying,
trying to get over.
So is that, yeah, she is kind of cold because I don't remember the last match she even had, to be honest.
Damn. The last match anyone remembers Chris Statlander having was against Jade Cargill because Jade Cargill left for the WWE very shortly after that loss. Like, not even very shortly. Like, after she packed her bags and gave hugs and kisses, she was out. And that was the last time anyone said, yo, that Chris Statlander match, that was... You remember that, right? Because that was Jade Cargill's last match. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I feel like she had one more match after that.
AEW just confuses the fuck guys because like they'll do shit like this where you could tell they have their finger on the pulse and they could tell that at that moment there were people that were like, all right, where's Chris Statlander? We fuck with Chris Statlander. There's like a whole little Chris Statlander hive. So she comes back, she dethrones Jade, and then it's just like, nah, it's not cool right now. So they're swinging it to Julia. I really believe that. So there's in many ways AEW does have brand awareness, but then there's so many different situations where they'll just show us like a fucking drunk, blind, deaf dog is booking this shit. So it's like we got to figure out what the fuck is going on here. But yes,
they didn't put the title on Hart at the last.
I won't say a 5-star match, but I will say Sky Blue is a great wrestler. Julia Hart's becoming a great wrestler, and Chris Statlander is really good too. So this is going to be a good match.
I definitely feel like they didn't put the title on Hart because they wanted to test and see if this was going to sustain and this wasn't just a flash in the pan. And I think it's showing that Julia Hart's character is here to stay, and she's getting a reaction more than Chris Statlander's even getting as a babyface. So I think this is the time to put the title belt on Julia, whether Statlander takes the pinfall or not, because Sky Blue doesn't win except for tonight. Statlander can afford a loss because she needs something to do, and Julia Hart is over more so than both of them. So.
Yeah, I think like both women's matches are going to be title changes, and both of those are going on who the hottest women in the division either belt is. Like people are reacting to Julia and people are reacting to Toni Storm, and both of them are winning.
What if the major contract person that's signed is Ronda Rousey?
Oh, we'll get to that. Don't worry. We'll get to that.
Could be.
Possibility.
Could be. There are a lot. That show, by the way, that she's on is tomorrow, and there are quite a few AEW people scheduled for that show, either wrestling or appearing. You know what I mean? One of them is in the following match. Hell of a segue, I know. So we got Hangman Page versus Swerve Strickland, Part 2, Texas Death Match. Hell of a build outside of that home run in, but they cleaned it up tonight.
Nana caught the beats tonight.
They cleaned it up tonight. That shit was fire. That's the fire that you want from Hangman Page, by the way.
Nah, you're right.
Yeah, that was like pre-world title Adam Page when he was still like letting people know what time it was.
Yeah, he
when
didn't
the
come down
Cowboy
sounding like
really
a bumbling
loud.
idiot. As soon as he said he was going to steal his weed, I'm like, all right, I'm in. I like this guy. You know, but that was it.
Nah, he cleaned it up. Page versus Strickland, 2. I think we're going to get 3, so I think they probably bounce back and forth. I would like to see Swerve win, you know what I mean? But I think this is going 3 matches, so I think Page might take this.
Yeah, I'm going the same way. Yeah, definitely going to get a third match. Hangman's going to get his revenge on Swerve invading his house and the way he did it, which is kind of weird, but just for the whole aspect of him coming into the house, he's gonna get his revenge on him. So
yeah, I don't think we have a Texas death match, and the man who should be, there for the. And hold on, I will say, I don't want to say his name, but he who shall not be named would have an issue with the Texas death match happening outside of Texas. This is happening in LA. They usually have Texas tornadoes and Texas death matches in fucking Texas. That's just like traditional wrestling booking, but whatever. But yeah, I don't see where you get a Diet Coke, B&E and the person whose house was broken into doesn't win. Like I just don't see it. It's like them allowing us to like shoot cops on television and like television and like shows on TV. Like you'll never see somebody kill a cop on TV. It just doesn't happen.
Yo, it's like Triple H telling Booker T to dance and then hitting him with the pedigree and a clean pin at WrestleMania.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like,
So
what are we
as
doing?
much as
Like,
I want Swerve to win because I feel like Swerve is on the run of his career right now and he's doing fantastic. I think that part of that run of his career is losing this match to build him even more. I think that this will be the full break from the silliness of Nana, and we're getting into a much more, even more, I guess, focused Swerve Strickland. I feel like so. I think we get Hangman Page to win this match.
Yo, if you remember when Swerve and Nana was walking out early, you saw Swerve gave Nana the
Ill
look.
dirty look again.
Dirty look
I thought he was
with
going to
that dance.
stop him.
Yeah,
But he does it every time.
but that's
every
the first
entrance.
time I actually really noticed it.
You're right.
does
Hey,
it
it's
every
like he
entrance.
does this like pause and he'll turn his head and breathe and then just like
Oh,
go.
Hey,
You
he
know.
does it all the time.
Yeah, he's trying to be serious, and this man is dancing and fucking having the crowd cheer for him. Counterproductive as fuck. That.
I can't wait. It's
Nah,
gonna be a good.
nigga,
It's
you
gonna
just
be a
you're
good
just
match.
mad. You just don't like it. That's all.
It's
Yeah,
just
'cause he shit on you, bro.
counterproductive, dog.
It's all 'cause
not.
he
No
shit on you,
way.
bro.
It's just counterproductive, yo. How is he this dominant heel trying to be serious, and this man is with the crowd going?
Nana had words for you and he had
White
words
man in the
for
crowd
Rob.
going.
Bro, because
Ever
in
since.
the
breaking
in
that
the
in.
history
Like,
of
what
pro
the
wrestling,
fuck?
this has always been the combination, and it's always worked.
Chad,
What are we
listen,
talking about?
You're my good friend, okay, Chad? And I don't want to hear any bullshit about this, all right?
Yo, all I know is a black man did a B&E, and he also has crowds that are filled with white people doing this when he comes out. So it's like,
Hey man, welcome to pro wrestling. Fuck you think this is?
Yeah,
yo,
bro.
What you think this is?
I'm gonna
Brock
just go right to
Lesnar,
my pick.
Brock Lesnar came to the fucking ring with farm equipment and lifted it during a match. All bets are off, bro. All bets are off. Like that's just, you know what I mean? Fuck it.
I'm gonna just go with my pick, and then I'll get into the prop. Hangman is undefeated in Texas death matches. Swerve can afford a loss because it's not by pinfall. I mean, he already lost to Bryan Danielson right after beating Hangman, so it's like him taking an L in a match that doesn't require him to be pinned. It's not the worst thing in the world. So, Hangman here, and like AO said, we get the third match at World's End, Hell in a Cell, Bloodbath, Bath. I don't know, man. Who knows?
Yeah, Swerve was fine after whatever that casket match at All In was. You know what I mean? So,
Oh yeah, you
Yo,
forget about that too.
On the website that we all collectively know about that we sometimes watch wrestling on, there was somebody in the chat that said that they see Swerve and Nana as Scar and a hyena from The Lion King, and I couldn't stop like assessing that
that's
afterwards.
spot on.
Yo,
And I'm like, yo, this
Jesus.
is
Man.
fucking insane. Like, Swerve is dead ass Scar right now. And then if you look at Nana right now in this picture and don't see the correlation between his silliness and the silliness of those hyenas, bro, fucking spot on, yo.
That's spot on.
All right.
And that's full gear.
Damn.
All
Prop
right.
bets, baby, and let's get the fuck out of here. My wife's gonna kill me.
Got you. I got 4 props for y'all. 5 points each. We got 20 points plus the 2 point. That's 22 points altogether.
Damn. Okay.
All right. First one. What is the opening match of this pay-per-view?
Hold up.
Do we go out of turn? Does it matter?
Doesn't matter. You just gotta wrap it up.
All right, I got Orange Cassidy and John Moxley.
Okay.
I got Bucks and Jets.
Gotta wrap it up. Hold up. I caught that. I was like, oh boy.
Bucks and Jets for the kid.
Bucks and Jets for AO. Bug got Mox and Pockets.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Cassidy and John.
All right. I'm going to go with
You're gonna get mad when you hear Orange Cassidy's music. I'm telling you right now, you're gonna be pissed.
Fuck it. All right, I'm defending. I'm gonna go 5 points. It's Mox and Pockets. It's
It's gotta
international.
be yo.
International. Why am I diverting from the mission?
What's
I
the
wanted to
next
go
one?
Golden Jets. All right. Next one, since we already know the main event.
Yo, we ain't even tell anybody we're about to be second row at HOG in December on December 1st. When is it? It's coming up?
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's the first.
Man, if you see
Yeah,
us,
first- yeah,
if you
first
see
of
us, you know what time it is.
Know what
Yeah,
time it
yeah.
is.
Gangly.
So wait, I'm sorry, not to cut you off, Chad. Hey, who'd you say the was gonna open up?
Bucks and Jets.
Bucks and Jets. Okay. And Boog, you said who?
Boats and hoes.
OC, Orange Cassidy, and John Moxley.
Okay.
Ron Moxley.
All right. So my next 5-pointer. Who bleeds first?
Between those two?
No, but in general.
Oh, anybody.
The first person to bleed in the pay-per-view.
Oh
The
shit.
first person to bleed on full
It
gear.
might be Tony Khan on the pre-show. His nose might start bleeding.
First person to bleed.
Yo, this is crazy. That's a fucking question. I don't, man.
Who's on 0 Hour?
That's the tag, the MJF joint and the guns.
Okay.
I'm gonna hedge my bet. I don't know. Let's go, Mox.
Yeah, I think.
Fuck if I know.
And it doesn't call for blood that match, but because the two that are in it, I would say yeah.
Because I think there's definitely gonna be blood, for instance, with Swerve and Hangman, but I don't think that's gonna be anywhere near the top of the card. I think that's mid card.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be the same match, but I'm gonna say Orange Cassidy bleeds first.
Yeah, I'm going the same. I'm going Orange Cassidy.
I'm gonna pull the trap door. Because Swerve is black, I'm going Hangman as the first man to bleed on the pay-per-view.
All right, bet, no doubt. I rock with you. I don't care.
What's on the show?
Oh, all right. What's the next prop?
All right, next one we got. Who is the signing? Actually, no, not who is. Is the signing a former WWE champion?
Clarify what you mean by WWE champion. A champion in WWE or the world champion?
The world champion of their division, male or female.
Of their division. Yeah. My answer is yes.
Wait, repeat the question. My bad.
Is the signee, whoever Tony Khan is announcing as the new signee, a former world champion in whatever division they were in WWE?
WWE. You know, I'm gonna go.
Add some spice to the prediction show. Give us something to really look out for besides these predictions.
Yeah, I'm going yeah.
My title. I'm making sure I stay champion, by the way.
Apparently.
I don't know. Yeah, you say that, but then you just pick Swerve to be the first one to bleed.
No, I said Hangman. I said Hangman's the first one.
You said Hangman?
Yeah, Hangman's bleeding.
Either way, your first match was Mox and Orange. You think nobody's bleeding in that match?
Yo, what if Full Gear is the anomaly match where they just actually don't have blood?
Oh, all right.
It's a Moxie match. There's gonna be blood.
He could be trying to prove us wrong.
Man, I really don't know who this is about to be. But I'm gonna go ahead and say no. I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
No. Just trying to keep track of this. I said,
And
no.
I know that negates what I said earlier because I know I predicted Dolph, but yeah, I'm gonna say no.
You said no, Ron?
Yeah, I said no.
So I got a yeah, Ron, no, Boog, no. Chad, what up?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm gonna take 5 points. I'm gonna say yeah.
Ditto.
And then lastly,
Y
our Macho
finalmente.
Man, rest in peace, Slim Jim Group Gripper. 5 points.
Oh fuck.
Wild pause, but
Yo, we have like the most viewers right now that we ever had all night at this time, and you start talking that wild shit.
Macho Man Ricky Savage. The last the question: does the devil make an appearance in the physical at Full Gear? We're out of here.
100% yes.
Yeah, I'm going. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. To me, yeah.
No.
All right.
That's 3 years and a no from me, Ron. Does the devil make an appearance at Full Gear? Because in
All
the
right,
physical,
I got an exit survey.
shoot,
Who's going to be the predictions heavyweight champ after this pay-per-view?
man, hold the joint.
You got 2 of those right here.
Black man holding the joint.
Like I said, nah, I'm just fucking.
Peace, God. Peace, God.
Peace, God.
It's mathematics.
Listen,
King.
I got the man. Listen, I know who the original Asiatic man was. We don't got to go down that path.
It's the black man holding the joint that can say, nigga, that's who's got the title. Coming after the fitness.
Listen, man, a guilty pleasure of mine is just watching Dr. Umar tell me all the reasons why I don't deserve to exist, and it's just it's a good life, But hey, I fuck with y'all. Y'all fuck with us. We predicted some shit. We have no idea what's about to go down, but neither do y'all. So let's watch it and see what happens. Keep watching pro wrestling. Keep watching us, and keep smoking weed and stealing it from fucking Prince Nana. You know what I'm saying?
Don't swerve while you drive. Stay alive.
Absolutely.
Word up. We out. Peace.